there. There you go.
Well, I
So
tell you, the devolution.
you put a man in there. You put a man in there just because you hate Donald
No,
Trump.
that's not true. This president has
Just
been
because you
effective.
hate Donald Trump.
No, that's not true. You don't know me, so don't speak for me. I can speak for myself. I voted for Joe Biden because he's the best candidate, not because I'm
How is
against
he
Trump.
better than Trump? How?
Well, where do you want to start? Domestic policy, foreign policy? Where do you want to go?
Let's go. Let's go all across.
Let's look at foreign policy. Let's look at
I
foreign
love what you
policy. I
guys
love
go
foreign
for right
policy.
away. Let's go for the infrastructure bill. Let's go for that
Okay,
right
well,
away.
I thought we were going where we wanted to go, but okay. Yeah, let's talk infrastructure. So,
Okay,
did your guy pass an infrastructure bill? Yes or no?
Absolutely. Here we go right here. I'll bring it up for you. This is whitehouse.gov.
Go ahead.
Okay, so just give me 1 second here. Let me just click back. There we go. Okay. So I love, so these are the numbers from Trump's administration under the whitehouse.gov. It's a whitehouse.gov. There we go. These are all Trump's accomplishments for the economy.
I thought
And
we
what
were
he
talking
did
about
for every
infrastructure.
American.
Where does it say anything about roads and bridges?
Everything right there is infrastructure. Everything right there, here. Okay, unemployment rate.
Unemployment is not infrastructure.
Everything. More jobs created, right? Jobless
That's not
claim.
infrastructure.
All
Infrastructure
has
is
to do with
roads,
infrastructure.
bridges, water, electricity.
Work. And so, okay, you want to go there?
Yeah, I want to go there. Yeah, we want to talk about
Okay.
infrastructure, not
So
jobs.
here's another one from the whitehouse.gov that I
Joe
just
Biden has already exceeded
damn it, where'd it
Donald
go?
Trump's job numbers. But why are you? Let me ask you this: why are
Where'd
you
it go? Right
deflecting?
here.
Because we were talking
Right here.
about
So electricity is up 21% under Biden.
right now. We were talking about infrastructure.
Inflation
Now
is
you
up
want to talk about the
17%.
economy. Okay. Which one are we going to talk about? Infrastructure or the economy?
Electric. Here's your electric, right here. So that's infrastructure, up 21%. The only way I can get the whole
Okay,
picture
what
up
does that have to do with Joe
is if
Biden?
I can kick you. Well, that's in his infrastructure plan. I mean, how did that help us?
That was in his infrastructure plan
You said
to hire.
infrastructure.
Right.
So on the rich, we know right now we're under Donald Trump tax plan still, correct?
Part of it, yes.
Right, part of it, yes. And come 2025, do you know what happens to the 20% Donald Trump has them on tax right now? What happens to them? He drops it down. Joe Biden dropped it down to 13%. It's in the infrastructure bill.
Taxes were not changed because that was one of the things.
2025, I said.
Okay, well,
when his plan takes over, it lowers the tax on the rich from 20% right now down to 13%.
no, it does not. Show me that.
Read it in the infrastructure bill.
Show
I
me.
can't bring up everything here, buddy.
Well, I
I'm
would
telling
expect you to be able to pull up an article that easily
I'm
says
citing
that.
my source.
Because
I'm
you
citing my
actually.
source.
So why did the Inflation Reduction Act deal with raising the corporate tax rate?
First of all, inflation's still up. We still haven't seen a reduction.
What's the inflation rate?
Did? They raised it at 17%.
No, it's not. The inflation
Yes, it
rate
is.
the inflation rate last month was
17%.
3%.
Independent fact checkers, not
I don't give a damn about independent fact checkers. I get it from the
70%.
source. Guess who owns the money?
So we all get it from the source. And you know what the source is?
The Federal Reserve.
When I go out to the store and I'm overpaying for shit and paying double the amount underneath
Don't buy it.
that I am underneath Trump.
Well, don't buy it then. Why would you pay for something that's overpriced?
Well, how am I supposed to live?
I don't know. I mean, you tell me.
Daily essentials. And let's talk about foreign policy. So shaking
hold on,
hands.
wait.
Now I know you all hate this.
Right, but hold on. Let's real quick.
I know you all hate this, but he shook hands with Kim Jong-un. He shook hands with Vladimir.
Well, he saluted the North Korean
he saluted
dictator.
him. Big deal. You know what? It kept us out of the war. Let him salute.
Well, we're not at war with North Korea, sir.
Right.
So,
not yet. Not yet. But
that's
why
all
are they
based off
firing
your
at
feelings? That has there's no facts to show that we're going to be at war with North Korea. Here's the deal, real quick, before we go to foreign policy, because I wanted to go to foreign policy. You wanted to go there. The simple fact of it is you talked about infrastructure. Donald Trump said he would pass an infrastructure bill. He didn't. Okay, that's just a fact. And Joe Biden's infrastructure deal with roads, bridges, cleaning up the lead pipes, right? Investing in cleaner energy, giving people tax rebates to be able to winterize their homes, update their windows, and give them a tax rebate.
We've always had that.
Well, he expanded it, no doubt. But the thing is
there's no expansion on it.
Well, you can criticize us because we actually do something. Your guy didn't perform, and now you're criticizing Joe Biden for what he didn't do. Why didn't you and your party pass the infrastructure bill?
First of all, that's your first mistake. I'm not a Republican.
You're a Trump supporter.
Okay, but I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Trump supporter. I am a voter.
Right, but you don't believe that the Republican Party is now under the wing of Donald Trump? This is his party. This is no
Absolutely
longer.
not. Absolutely not, Chief.
Why
And I
not?
can prove it to you right now. Why not? Because back in 2023 in December, okay, they were the first ones sponsored by the RNC saying we can't have another 4 more years of Joe Biden. So another vote for Trump would mean another 4 more years of Biden. And that
Who
was
said that?
sponsored. That was sponsored by the RNC, the Republican Party.
Yeah, and what was the chair? What was her name?
Okay, that
It's
was the
not-
Republican Party.
Right, and she's gone, and Donald Trump's.
Okay,
Who's in charge of the RNC now?
it's the Republican Party.
Right, who's in charge of it? Who's in charge of the Republican National Committee? Laura Trump.
The Republican Party.
Laura Trump.
And they're still taking out ads. You can go
No,
look
they're
every
not.
day.
They're
Yes, they are.
actually they're reinvesting all of the money towards Donald Trump's legal funds.
So
And I don't see how you can say that when Trump got what 70, 80% of the primary vote across the country, and you say this is not the party of Donald Trump?
it's not the Republican Party. It's individuals voting for Trump. The Republican Party itself, the people who sit in the House and the Senate, are not for Trump.
Okay, wait a minute. So Speaker Mike Johnson is
Not for Trump.
anti-Trump?
Anti-Trump.
So why did Trump say he loves him and he's such a good guy? He stands for MAGA. He stands up for MAGA values.
Listen, it's called politics. You say what you got to say.
Okay, well, I have to go off what they say. I can't go off of what you think, right?
Right. So
if Trump
when
tells
Joe
me that
Biden
he's
said, we have to go off of what they say. So then
Right.
how come Joe Biden didn't unite me and you yet?
well, because you guys said that he was an illegitimate president.
Did you hear me say that? Have I
I'm
once
saying your
done that?
party, sir, your party. I know you
Again,
don't-
I'm not a Republican.
all right. I know you don't want. Look, I wouldn't want to claim to be them either. Okay, I get that. But when you're voting, did you vote for? When is the last time you voted for a Democrat?
This past Senate race,
For what senator?
Jamie Harris over Lindsey Graham.
Jamie Harrison over. Okay, all right. Well, everybody should have did that with a brain. Okay, so you're in South Carolina. So wait. So you're where Nikki came from.
Oh my God, yeah, she's so. Thank God I moved here because I wouldn't know nothing about her. I would actually vote for her, but thank God I've seen what McMaster's had to do. You know how much farmland she sold to China here in South Carolina?
It's characterizing that situation.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He came on TV. He
Right,
came
but
on
she
TV,
approved.
addressed
She
the
approved.
situation.
She
Months
approved.
before she announced she was running.
Right, but she
Months before
approved that
announced she was running.
sale. She approved that sale. That was a sale that was already in the works, and she
Shouldn't
approved.
have happened. She shouldn't have approved it. This is American land, should not be sold to China.
Well, there's no law that says that, sir.
Well, we can't go into their country and buy up land. They do not allow it.
Right. Well, we're not. What do you want to be like China? Is that what you're trying to advocate for?
No, who's advocating to be like China?
Well,
We're not allowed to go to their country and buy up
China.
land.
You're saying we can't do it in China.
Why do we let foreign nations buy land up in our own
Oh,
country?
okay. So I'm just trying to ask you this, host. So using that frame of thinking, you support banning TikTok.
No.
Why
Who said-
not? This is owned by a communist party.
Who said that?
They're control. Well, the parent company.
This is their
the parent
airspace. It's
company
not
is
my
ba-
land.
Right, but it's the same thing. It's dealing
Not
with
your land.
Right,
This
but
is
it's-
our land, not meant for China to buy up.
Right, but hold on, just hear me out. This is dealing with national security, right? It would be a national security risk to let Russia own farmland in the United States, right?
China, yes.
Right. So it would also be a foreign national security risk to have one of the largest growing platforms, media platforms in the United States, where
How?
millions of people are watching it every day.
Right.
And they are. We know that at any moment, the Communist Party of China can tell their company that they have to turn over data, or they have to do any and everything that the Communist Party wants them to do. There's no free will in China.
Right.
So,
So, what are they getting from guys like us?
what do you mean?
Are they getting top secret information for guys? Because it's banned on federal devices. No federal employees
Right.
allowed to have it.
Right.
Okay.
So what I'm getting at here is why
What
don't
do
you
they
think
get?
it's also a national security risk to let China which they can influence, right? They can spread misinformation.
Like Mark
They can
Zuckerberg
change the
did?
algorithm. Well, we're
Like
not.
Mark Zuckerberg did?
Well, it's different. Look, it's different when
He's
it's
in
an
our own
American.
backyard. He said it himself.
But this is different when you're
That's what
dealing
he
with an
said, not
American
me. These are
company.
Mark Zuckerberg's words.
I know, but you're dealing with an American company, which is under the
But
guise
that's
of America.
espionage. That's punishable by death in this country. What he did.
I'm not pro. Look, I'm not pro him.